Hi, my people. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, ezinnemwilliams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay, guys, it was a chaotic night once again in Big Brother's house. I'm going to tell you guys this for free. Every Monday in this particular set of Big Brother Niger, there will be a fight, and that fight will be sponsored by what? Food. Yes, guys, and that was exactly what happened last night. There were like pockets of fights that happened, but the major one for me was the one that happened between Imisi and Rooboy. A fight that I would term trenches meets trenches. It was basically trenches versus trenches. Who is going to outtrench each other? The main one of the main things that contributed to this fight is onion. Yeah, onions. It's crazy, right? Anyways, let's get right into it. So when they brought food, as usual, every Monday, wahala because of food. There were disagreements between Victory and K Bobo. There was also Bryce versus K Bobo and all of that. And all because, somebody is saying, this is I'm going to eat what I want to eat, and the other person is like, oh, you are not we did not cook any group food, you have to eat group food. And Victory was like, no, like if I go into that kitchen to make what I want to make, stop me. Like, let me see you stop me. I will take my own portion and make the food I want to make. And also, there was this whole argument about why was Dede allowed, to fry fish, and all of them were barking at Victory and Imisi because of the same food. And yeah, it was a whole lot. Now let's get into the main one I actually want to concentrate on. This Imisi versus Rooboy. So Imisi had wanted onion. These people, like I told you, had packed the onion. I don't understand how you are packing onion. Like, I've never seen this one before in Big Brother's house. So Imisi wanted onion, and she, as usual, was shouting about it. Then there was a back and forth between herself and Zita. Then Gigi was also part of the whole back and forth. And then Imisi basically said, I mean, is this your father's house that you people are hoarding onions or packing onions? And you remember that Imisi was part of the losing team, the wager, and Zita and Gigi were part of the winning team. So both of them will came at her like, why would you even talk like that? Is this your father's house that you are demanding for onions? And in my head, I'm like, onions, so what? Alebosa, onions. Anywho, that was like part of the whole thing that started this fight. It's kind of like spiraled to Rude Boy trying to like, okay, buying fights basically. So that was what happened. Then let me tell you guys, that fight has got to be one of the most annoying and disgraceful fights I've ever seen in Big Brother's history. Because the one that happened between Imisi and K Bobo, right? That one was funny. Yeah, it was funny. It was entertaining to watch. But this one with Ruboy and Imisi, it was disgraceful. It was annoying. Because why was Ruboy acting the way he was acting? Like, it was just annoying. And at the end of the day, he was panting, he was sweating, I'm like, he was just going to her face, provoking her. See, if Big Brother decides to give strikes today and gives Rude Boy a strike, I will not be surprised. Because tell me why this guy was blocking her way. Like, it's okay to have arguments. Big Brother has said it before. He said it's okay to have disagreements in his house, and that is normal. It's part of living for people that are, clustered inside one place to have disagreements. But the way he was going about it, Abi, am I the only one that saw that fight? Am I the only one that actually watched that thing? And I found it really irritating because he was all up in her face. Like, that guy thought that, see, let me tell you guys what I think about Rude Boy and his annoyance or his grievance towards Imisi. Rude Boy came into that house with one strategy: to be streets. That's how he has been acting, as the streets and all of that. Now in comes Imisi with another strategy, or a better strategy of being streets. And Imisi doubled down, not just being street, but dressing the part, talking the part, acting the part. Of course, that's unsettled Rooboy. Now, you guys remember after the other, I think it was Sunday night eviction, a lot of them started convincing themselves that, it looks like Imisi has a lot of fans on the outside. And knowing the history of Big Brother, people like Imisi often goes far in the show or even goes ahead to win it, right? So they clocked that. And you also know that Rooboy and Cohen has been on Imisi, talking about Imisi a lot. And they are not really, how do I put it? They don't really like her, not because of her, but because they feel like, she is putting up this facade to garner pity from the viewers or to garner favor from the viewers. And Rude Boy took it upon himself to squash that. Now, you guys also remember that the first time they had an issue, that Rude Boy had to go apologize. Rude Boy said later on that the reason why he apologized was because he wanted to squash whatever pity game she was playing, so that people, they will not have anything on him, so that when they want to pity, they'll be like, shit, this guy has apologized. So he wanted to make sure that Imisi did not victimize herself in the house. Now back to this fight. So as they were fighting, a lot of things were said, right? There was a lot of, my deodorant can buy you, and the Emisi was like, yes, I know I'm poor. And then Ruboy was like, everybody here is poor. Telma is poor, that's why she's here. This Joanna is poor, that's why she's here. You cannot, come on here and try to play the poor part. And there was a lot of, vulgar things he said, that she was smelling, that she should bring out all her clothes, and she's so that they will see which one is smelling, that her panties are smelling. It was a very disgusting show. It was a show of shame, if you ask me. That's how, like, the whole moment that the whole thing was happening, I was like, what the hell is this? I wasn't even entertained at all. I know a lot of you will, be entertained by that fight, but I was not at all. Like, it was like the way he was, he pulled down his shorts. I'm like, what is this? And he was all up in her face, to the point that Imisi literally had to push him. And when Imisi wanted to go in, to the kitchen, because he was like, come to the kitchen and cook, come and try and cook in the kitchen, let's see. And he just stood in front of her, resisting her from entering into the house from the garden. Now, you guys know that's already a crime in Big Brother's house. Remember when Neo and V were having their disagreements, and Neo practically blocked the door and V could not get out? Yeah, something like that. And most of the housemates were egging him on. They were laughing. They were like, at some point, they were like, oh, Rude Boy, don't touch her, don't do this. And Rude Boy, like, all through last night, Rude Boy was just busy dishing out threats. If you stab me, this one was not directed at Imisi though. This was in the dining area. It was like, I'm gonna stab anybody, both of us will go home. I'm like, like, it's almost like you people and did not learn from the whole culture situation that happened, and the fact that culture is busy serving punishment, that violence is not the answer. He literally has to, write it down like Chichi did during the level up season. And this guy is doing it. I think that Rude Boy has been aching for highlights. Like, he hasn't really been getting highlights, so he wanted to do something, to get highlights. I think he's even the snail of the house. Yeah, so he is trying to do something to gain highlights. But I will tell you this for free, I feel like the highlight he's going to be getting is going to be a bad one, because right now a lot of us are looking at it and like, this guy, what is it? Like, it's quite obvious that he was trying too hard. And one thing about Big Brother, when you are trying too hard, a lot of us viewers can smell it from a mile away. Now, coming to Imisi again, I will repeat what I've said before in one of my previous videos. The way these guys talk to Imisi is somehow, is honestly somehow. Whether you are her fan or not, if you see truth, may you talk it's honestly somehow. I mean, it was onions, just onion. What would it be like? Yes, she was shouting about it, but the thing is, it was onions. me know what you think about that fight that happened between Rooboy and Imisi. What are your thoughts? Who do you think was at fault? Do you think that Big Brother would actually address it? I mean, the last time a fight like that happened between K Bobo and Imisi and Faith, Big Brother never said anything about it, about the use of vernacular or anything. He never said anything about it. So do you think Big Brother will say anything about the shoving, the provocation that happened last night, the golden? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Azine Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.